What are you saying? Validation is there. I agree with you, but it is something that is overrated. We can't do without it. We do not need the approval and validation of anybody. Do you dig? Yes, we do, guys. Stop arguing. This thing is easy. Everyone needs some sort of validation and approval, except your daily lama guy. Like, it's logical. No, we don't. We actually don't need it. Like, we are self-sufficient. Yes, we do. No, we don't. We actually do not, guy. We do not. Like, think about it. You are missing the point, guy. No, you are the one missing the point. We don't. Okay? Yes, we do. No, we don't. Yes, we do. Hello everyone, hello friends, welcome to another video. My name is Eddie Young, your self-proclaimed doctor, okay? Ready to treat you of another social sickness that you might have or you might have had in the past. In this video, we're talking about a very important topic in society called validation and approval. Now, the questions that we ask ourselves are, don't we all seek for approval one way or the other? Don't we all actually live for validation? Well, I don't live for validation. Do you live for validation? And all that, controversy related to validation and approval. I made part 1 of this video, which you should definitely check out. I'll link it down below. But difference between that video and this one is that video was like my experience, my encounter with validation and approval, and this one is not about me, it's about the rest of the world. And that's why I'm so excited to share stories, like really nice stories of my peers and their encounter with validation and approval. Now, let's get on with the video. Validation simply means seeking approval from someone or something. Now, when we try to answer the questions which I asked earlier, do we really live for validation? Don't we seek for approval one way or the other? Our thoughts gets divided into just 2 schools, okay? Just 2, and I shall talk about them. An interconnected world. We cannot live life without the help of each other. I cannot live my life without approving others and without getting approved by others. That is just how it is. It's pretty logical. Everyone has relationships, and the existence of these relationships give rise to judgment and approval. We are not the kind of species that can totally detach from each other, and that means while we are together, there will be validation. Consciously or unconsciously, we need to validate ourselves in society we live in. It doesn't mean we have to desperately look for it, no. It just means it is what it is. We have to validate each other. We have to approve of each other. And that is just because we are interconnected and we are social beings. Now, let me give you a typical example. Imagine you're having a bad day, right? You wake up to sack letter in your email. Hey Eddie, we are sorry, we have to lay you off. We no longer need your services. Oh my God. I'm sad. And then, I'm sorry, you feel bad because your bosses no longer approve of your services. They no longer validate your work per se. Now you say, oh, you know what, I'm going to a bar. I'm going to a bar to drink my life out. I'm going to get drunk. And then the owner of the bar is like, who be these smellos? Please, we don't want you here. Even with that very little example in our day-to-day life, the reason why we are having a bad day is because each of those people refused to approve or refused to validate the things we are trying to do. So imagine if it can be as little as that. Now think of the bigger picture, like sexuality, professionalism, moving up the ladder of your profession, ambitions, all the things you want to do in life. Everything you do has to come from some sort of validation and approval. With that being said, if you think deep inside you you don't live for validation or approval of any kind, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're not living in reality. I am self-sustainable, and nobody can tell me otherwise. Now, the first thing I would like to say is validation is evident in our society. That is true, but we should not see validation as normal. Neither should we see it as something that is so important or so deeply rooted in society. What is more deeply rooted is the fact that everybody is self-sustainable. Yes, we are interconnected, but everybody is self-sustainable. When you see validation as normal, you give your reason to live to someone else. Like, hey society, I want this approval from this person, give it to me, or I'll wallow in pain and sadness. It starts looking like you are not self-sustainable. Validation gives the power of your sustainability to someone else. Meanwhile, I'll say it again and again, everyone is self-sustainable. Why does it look like there is no established self-priority that can work well without external fulfillment? No, I don't believe. And this teaching is inspired by Mr. Chen Yan. You know what she said? She said that everyone is going to die. Everyone is going to die. And while you are on earth, you should spend your time doing good deeds instead of pursuing worldly success and approval from one person to the other until you die. If we continue to, pursue this approval every day, every time we wake up, our expectation will never be met. We'll keep chasing and we'll continue to dig this bottomless pit that we see ourselves. Thank you, Master Chen Yan. This is so true, because when you look at the bigger picture, everyone is chasing something. They want this kind of approval as something, and then when they get it, they're chasing for a higher level of approval, a higher one, until it becomes an endless, bottomless pit at the end of life. That being said, if you think everyone and everything is deeply rooted in validation, then yes. But if you think it's something we live for, something that is so evident in everybody's life, then I'm here to tell you, you are not living in reality. day we have to seek some sort of validation to live, and the fact that we are self-sufficient, we do not necessarily have to seek for validation, is key. Finding this balance is key, and finding this balance, I think I've come to the conclusion that there are just two things, two treatments on this planet that you need for this. The first one is seek validation from the first right person, and the second is only do it at the right opportunity and with the right people. Do you want me to explain? Of course you do. Let me explain. Seek validation from the first right person. Who is the first right person? Is it your mom? Your dad? Your uncle? Your aunt? Who? You guessed wrong. The first right person is nobody than yourself. We can't always rely on ourselves for everything, but when you know that what you're about to do, what you want to do, is something that is extremely unique to you, something that you really want to do, something that fills your spirit and your soul with so much joy, then I kid you not, other people's opinions carry far less emotional weight. No matter who you are, you have some sort of relationships. Like I said before, you have people close to you, or maybe you're just alone, I don't know. But everybody has people close to them who can judge whatever they are doing. And I kid you not, okay, the judgments that people pass, the kind of approvals that people give, are based on their ideologies, their understanding, their weaknesses, their strengths, their knowledge, their level of exposure. Everything is based on how they see it, not how you are or how it is from your end. So when you know that you need to first seek approval from yourself, then that is the first right step, because a homophobic person will not approve of the LGBT plus community. A socialist will never approve of a capitalist, and that is how it goes on and on and on. So first understand that what you are pursuing is something that is what you really want, something that resonates with you deeply. Seek that validation from yourself first, then other people's opinions are just like something you listen to. The second is seek it at the right opportunity. This is very important. What this means is, I'm sorry to tell you, but people do not like mediocre stuff. If you want to do something, if you want to seek approval at all, make sure you have done your homework. Make sure you have worked on yourself good enough. Who will not approve something that is mediocre? If you want to do something, do it well. So when you want to go to art school, or you want some sort of approval, profession, ambition, make sure you have worked hard enough on yourself that when the approval comes, it comes out positive. Then seek it only with the right people. Don't just meet anybody seeking for approval or validation. There are some things you don't need anybody's opinion on. Nobody's opinion on. I'm telling you. So the right people are, the right people, elderly, wise people are the right people. Depending though, still depending. People who give constructive feedback are the right people. People who have a higher level of exposure are the right people. People who have a very close relationship with you are the right people. People who have a lot of experience in that field you are going to are the right people.